Kevin Feige walks out there on stage, announces that they're doing the X-Men, walks off of stage, goes to interviews, and people are like, what are the X-Men gonna be like? And he's like, well, I can tell you this, they're gonna be nothing like you've seen before. So they're gonna be comic accurate? Oh man, that intro just really ticked off some people. Okay, let's go over the basics. Before we get into this, let's just go over the basics. X-Men First Class is still my favorite comic book film of all time. X-2, high up there. Not a single MCU film is in my top 5, just so we're clear on this, okay? I really loved First Class. I loved a lot of the films that they did with the X-Men on Fox, but can we just be real for a second and say that those were never really X-Men films? They never really felt like them. The closest we ever got to that was X2 and First Class, which is why those are my 2 favorite ones. And then obviously Logan, but that's the spin-offs, and I'm not counting Deadpool here either, because Deadpool, right? So with the notion that Kevin Feige was like, look, yeah, we're working on X-Men, and I can promise you that it's going to be nothing that you've seen before. I think this goes a little deeper than people might think. Not only is he, I think, saying, yeah, you're going to get like the proper original team and we're going to do it like that, you're also not expecting which direction we're taking these characters in and what we're going to do with them. Because let's kind of just look at it. It was always about Wolverine. Always about Wolverine. The X-Men aren't just Wolverine and friends, it's the X-Men. Wolverine is a separate entity that comes and joins the team later on in the comics. So I think what he's saying is, you know, you're going to get an X-Men film that you're not expecting. We're going to go take some risks. We're going to do some controversial castings, I'm assuming, you know, and this is going to be something that's really important. And just by looking at how they're approaching the MCU going forward with the LGBTQ and all of that, and what the X-Men stand for, how they're represented, why they were created in the first place, and what they represented in the first place, you kind of start to understand which direction they're going to go in. The X-Men are going to be real political. They're going to be about the social commentary on the planet and everything else. Because that's the X-Men. That's always been the X-Men. You just wouldn't know if you base all your knowledge on the films because they largely ignored it. So I think he's getting us ready for the fact that we're going to finally get the X-Men from the comics. Hey! Here comes those people that are going to be like, yeah, those movies are bad X-Men movies, and make